Before we knew his name, the suspected Gilgo Beach serial killer was described by a witness as a large ogre-like man, standing more than 6 feet tall. So now that he's been arrested, what is day-to-day life like for Rex Heuermann in a small jail cell that is 60 square feet? NewsNation went to Long Island Correctional Facility to find out, and that's where Laura Ingle is with this cable news exclusive. Laura, what was it like being in that facility?
Hi, Elizabeth. You know, this complex behind me is massive. In fact, it's so big, it spans into 2 separate towns. And once you make your way inside, you pass through heavy security. You quickly feel the weight of what it feels like to be incarcerated. The Suffolk County Sheriff's Office, led by Sheriff Errol D. Toulon Jr., oversees 2 correctional facilities on New York's Long Island, where 944 inmates call Riverhead and Yaphank home. One of the inmates under Suffolk County supervision is Rex Heuermann. The 60-year-old architect is charged with the murders of Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, Amber Costello, and has been named the prime suspect in the murder of Maureen Brainerd Barnes, all sex workers known as the Gilgo 4.
Inmates, again, can assemble if they want.
Sheriff Toulon gave NewsNation a behind-the-scenes view at what life is like behind bars for one of the most notorious serial killer suspects in recent history.
You know, this is a typical cell. Maybe not every cell in the country looks like this.
Heuermann's new home is 60 square feet with a fixed bench, bed, desk, and stool.
Toilet, sink, plastic mirror, because we don't want them to have glass. They can easily break that, use that either to harm themselves or harm someone else.
Heuermann's cell is no different than any other inmate being held at the Suffolk County Correctional Facility, despite his size.
He is 6'4", 280.
Correct.
And that seems like a lot of person for this small of an area.
We're not here to accommodate those that are coming into our custody because of size or weight or anything like that.
Sheriff Toulon took that to heart for their first meeting.
When you saw him first come into custody, he was in a unit like this, he was on a mattress like this, and you basically saw him, what did you say, looking at the ceiling and just sleeping?
He was sleeping, right. The first time he was sleeping, second time he was looking up at the ceiling. Third time he was on his bunk with his back against the wall.
What you won't see in Heuermann's cell is anything on the walls.
We do not allow any pictures on the walls because if someone's manipulating the wall and trying to cover it with the picture, we don't authorize that.
Heuermann is under 24/7 surveillance.
How often is somebody peering in and looking at him?
Well, we have a correctional officer that's monitoring his cell every single day. In addition, on all 3 tours, we also have an additional camera in the housing area. Also, we do have medical staff that comes 2 to 3 times a day just to check on him.
While under supervision, Heuermann has a list of essential services available to him.
He's able to have books, he's able to go to recreation, religious services, he goes out to medical, goes to the law library, and goes to rehabilitation unit. So he's become a lot more acclimated inside of his housing area.
He has the opportunity to play basketball, do pull-ups and sit-ups, or just pace around the recreational area.
Mr. Heuermann just walks around the recreation yard.
Heuermann is even able to get a haircut, something many noticed during his last court appearance.
So we were able to identify someone meeting our security procedures that could come in and give Mr. Heuermann a haircut because he had requested one.
Did he select this style himself, or was this something that the barber just did?
Most of the people that are incarcerated select their own hairstyles.
And he also gets visitors. No family members have come to see him, only his attorney and an unknown individual.
No, it's not a name that we are, at this point, willing to divulge because that person, their life would be turned upside down. So if he or she decided that they wanted to come forward and say, I'm the person that visited Rex Heuermann, that would be up to them.
He's also allowed to make calls, but he can't receive them and has to dial out in a common area where every conversation is recorded. Meanwhile, investigators with the Suffolk County Anti-Trafficking Unit are talking with female inmates who worked as escorts to see if they have any information on Heuermann.
Mr. Heuermann was seeking out sex workers prior to his arrest. So we do know that there are women out there that may have had some potential contact with him.
Sheriff Toulon says they are keeping Heuermann away from other inmates for now for his own protection and safety.
My goal is to make sure that the justice is served in the courts and not in the jail.
So Rex Heuermann has his next court appearance November 15th. And in the days and weeks leading up to that, he is taking full advantage of that time he gets in the law library, we've been told. And he said that as much in court recently, saying he spends about 2 to 3 hours a day going through the discovery that's been given to his defense counsel.
Yeah, I'd like to know who that mystery visitor is that he's getting, who's not his lawyer and not his family. Interesting.
Yeah. A lot of people want to know that. What we can tell you is the sheriff told us that person has been here twice and came in the weeks following his arrest. And that's as far as we got.
All right. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.